Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're hopping into the next episode of Community. This is season number 2, episode number 21, titled Paradigms of Human Memory. Hopefully you've been enjoying the series with me. I've been enjoying the series 110% more so if I really think about it. Last episode was really funny. Can't wait to see what happens next. I don't want to keep any more time from you guys just because it feels like it has been a while since I've seen it, because it has been actually. If you're watching this on YouTube, then you're probably like, well, it hasn't been that long. Anyways, for me, it's been a while, so I just want to hop into this, not take up any more of your time. But before I do, I want to remind you guys that I do have a Patreon, multiple episodes ahead, early access, full-length episodes, reactions, all that good stuff. Plus, you know, future projects. I do have a lot of things in the works right now, so if any of that interests you, Patreon's the place to go for all those benefits and rewards. Links in the description down below or pinned in the top comment. If you can't support me on Patreon, you can always support me here on YouTube. All you gotta do is drop a like, comment down below what you want to see next on the channel, subscribe if you haven't already, it's free, and of course share with your friends. Helps you, helps me, helps the channel grow, all that good stuff. Let's get into this episode of Community. No idea what it's going to be about, so let's just be surprised together, shall we? Alright guys, here we go. Hey, is that Annie's boobs?
My monkey!
Are they gonna find Annie's pen now?
Someone's gotta go after him. I got this.
What in the hell?
Doing? Trust me, I know these vents like the back of my chang. Oh, holy! Did you find him? Is that a new stereotype?
He found a treasure trove of well, treasures.
That's my spoon! No! Oh, Hubba Bubba. Oh.
All of your purple pens are here. Do you remember when you got so mad because you thought someone was stealing them?
Glee Club trophy. You guys remember we had to fill in for Glee Club?
Sing-a-ling-a-ling, sing-a-ling-a-ling,
Oh my god.
sing-a-ling-a-ling.
Sing, 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 sing. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Guys, that's not a fond memory. The reason we had to fill in for Glee Club was because they died. Their bus crashed.
I was remembering around that part.
Focus on the positive.
Yeah, Annie, what's
Bus
up?
driver.
Nice try, Britta. But the truth is, it's been a dark year. And apparently, Chang is in the group now?
It's true. God
Is he?
hates us. Remember when Abed had a total mental breakdown at Christmas?
What do you see now, Abed?
Candy cane forest. We're all running.
I love
through Candy cane
this.
forest. Oh, careful, Britta, don't trip on a gumdrop.
Oh no, I tripped on a gumdrop.
Well, I think this year was awesome. Full of good times with great people. Abed, you're a computer. Scan your mainframe for some juicy memories.
Jeff and Britta are having secret sex. The one thing I do remember from Halloween.
Oh my god, he's cracking the code. No fucking way. Is that really what happened between shots? Huh. This is really cool.
I think I overheard during Christmas. Why would I want to be in a school that hates Christmas?
He's got a point. How about some holiday benefits?
Hey, ixnay in front of Unkin Day.
He's like right there.
And finally, Exhibit C. The curious circumstances following the exciting conclusion of our St. Patrick's Day adventure.
Oh,
Abed! A leprechaun took our clothes.
That's your excuse? A leprechaun stole your clothes.
Didn't we decide at the beginning of the year that for the good of the group, we wouldn't allow any intimacy between each other or ourselves?
Troy, we never said ourselves.
Okay, now I'm really mad.
He's probably about ready to pop.
When have we ever put ourselves before the group?
You want examples?
I think they want some examples.
Okay, here we go.
Okay,
Come on.
Let's give them some examples.
What we got?
Beat.
They're like, okay, you first. Go ahead. All right. Anytime now. Do people really do that? That's so nasty.
You can't ignore the facts.
Look, just because we're good looking doesn't make us villains.
yeah, are you sure you guys have the
Damn.
group's best interests at heart? Feast your ear tongues on these memory pops.
What? Oh no. Oh, we'd be fighting at that point.
You can yell at me all you want. I seen enough movies to know that popping the back of a raft makes it go faster.
The show's gonna last 3 weeks.
6 seasons and a movie.
6 seasons and a movie.
You guys actually go out of your way to endanger the fabric of this group.
Yeah, leave our fabric alone.
We compartmentalized our libidos for the good of the group.
Oh, you compartmentalized, did you? Then what's been going on with us all year?
What are you talking about?
We're waiting.
The long looks, the stolen glances,
Oh, we're doing
general
this.
atmosphere of would they, might they?
Till the moment I'm gone.
This is like super cute. Oh. Hmm.
Oh, give me a break. I mean, you could do the same thing with Pierce and Abed.
The music though. This is so stupid. Oh, whatever. I thought he kissed him on the cheek. I was like, oh, come on.
Yeah, but Jeff, let's be honest. There's more between you and Annie than there is between me and Pierce.
How dare you?
Abed,
D-
it's called chemistry. I have it with everybody.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling. I was just heading to judge our belated carnival when I heard you guys having a tiff.
We were debating how many times per year a man can drop in a study room in a dumb costume with irrelevant news.
It's Feline AIDS Awareness Day, folks, so let's whip it in the keister. Guys, Greendale's music department is flat baroque. So we are having a fundraiser. What's Dean got to do with it? Why, it's time to Tina Turner the clocks ahead.
Yeah, I wasn't picking that up.
Well, I guess we don't see our patterns until they're all laid out in front of us. Thank you for being so nice about it.
Am I the only one that remembers our horrible camping trip?
You're saying it wrong. No, you're saying it wrong. It's pronounced. It's pronounced. S'mores.
Guys, we need to stop fighting. No, we don't. It's good that we're finally getting all this out there. After this, we'll stop fighting.
Those marshmallows aren't cooking at all.
I don't mean racist.
I got Abed's dual wielding. What in the...
Abed, stop being meta. Why do you always have to take whatever happens to us and shove it up its own ass?
He's not being meta. He's just pointing out what none of us want to acknowledge. This group is toxic. We fight about fighting about fighting.
I hate us.
Is Troy okay? Is that an aneurysm? An aneurysm? Oh, I forgot about him.
Does anybody have any iodine?
How many events are you going to crawl out of this year?
Ah, he has to stop and think about it.
You guys, wait. I want to say something. Look, we've known each other for almost 2 years now. And yeah, in that time, I've given a lot of speeches. They're all different.
Oh.
These drug runners aren't going to execute Pierce because he's
It's like an
racist.
episode of Breaking
It's a
Bad.
And the only sharks in that water are the emotional ghosts that I like to call the dangers of ingesting mercury. The Cape still might find a second life on Cable. El Corazon del
The
Agua
Cape?
es verdad. That water is a lie. So maybe we are caught in an endless cycle of screw-ups and hurt feelings. But I choose to believe it's just the universe's way of molding us into some kind of supergroup.
Well, I guess we can get through anything. So it's probably okay if you and Britta want to keep,
Banging.
hooking up.
But does... I guess Annie does care. I thought she was going to be like...
So,
Want to have sex? They're not going to have sex. It's
wanna
not...
stop doing this?
Yeah.
It's only fun when
It's
it's...
not you, it's,
It's
me.
you.
Hey guys! Ooh. Hey, you guys remember the time when...
Ah, and he's on the outside of the diorama. That's so sad.
Those guys don't care who they hurt, do they?
Hey, you and I have had some pretty good times, huh?
Ow!
See, I like Chang in this role. Minor and just... Almost like just a comedy punching bag.
Da-da-da-dun-dun-down!
What is this?
Can I help you with anything? I care about you guys. Shut up, Dean. You dress in stupid outfits. Well, you have a right to your opinion.
Meanwhile, at that same moment, a truck full of toxic waste crashes.
Grundle is a license plate.
Wait, I care now. Now I care. Too late. Jeffrey, if I didn't know better, I'd say you had a crush on him. I'll never tell.
Dean Pelton. Are we gonna get more of these cartoons? That was pretty good. Alright guys, so that was season 2, episode 21 of Community, titled Paradigms of Human Memory. Really unique and solid episode. You know what I mean? So here's what I actually like about narratives, is when you see a narrative one way and then another story picks back up on that story, but you see it through another angle, like through another lens, and then it kind of like makes you like rethink and reflect on what you saw initially. It's like, oh my god, there's like layers to this. There's like a whole nother world behind what I saw. You know what I mean? So I really enjoyed that angle the most. And the fact that we just kind of just put it all out in the open. Okay, so now everybody knows that Jeff and Britta were hooking up. And now that, you know, the air has been cleared, everybody knows what's up, the group got stronger as a whole, now Jeff and Britta are just starting into it. And, I totally get it, because, half the fun is basically, sneaking around. It's the thrill of it. That's why people like to do, what people like to do, like public sex and whatever, this, that, whatever. People love the thrill of it, the thrill of being caught. It's like an adrenaline rush. Now, I'm not going to admit to nothing, but, the feeling is great. You know what I mean? It's the rush of it that just, you know how they say the forbidden fruit is always sweeter? That's how it goes, right? But it's the same thing. It's like the temptation of this, the thrill. It's the adrenaline. It just fuels you. It's like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm getting away with this. It's like the kid, stealing cookies until he finally gets caught. But you know what I mean. Fun episode. So this is an interesting one, just because it kind of focused on the characters and where they are in the story. You know what I mean? It wasn't like one of those laugh out loud funny episodes, but it was just one of those introspective looks onto the characters themselves and where they fit into the narrative as a whole. And I love that when it's kind of like, like a character study. And even though something like this is more of like I was gonna say a community, but pun intended. But I was gonna say it's more of like a collection of people as opposed to just the singular. That's what I just love about this, because everybody plays off of each other, and the way kind of scenes kind of just bled into each other. I loved all of that, and even some of the flashbacks. I was like, oh man, I wish we could have seen these in own specific episodes. That would have been so much fun, like the Wild Wild West one. I would have loved to have seen an episode based around that, and we got a mixture of the fantasy stuff, and we all got a mixture of the stuff that we've seen before. So it just makes you appreciate the larger universe that this show's establishing. So yeah, I mean, and of course, got the return of Annie's boob. So there's a lot of callbacks in this episode. So when it comes down to the fans that really that are hooked on the details, because this show is just obviously it's full of the Easter eggs and the details for the hardcore and loyal fans to kind of point out and pick out and connect the dots, which is so much fun. It's like a scavenger hunt, and who doesn't want to do or participate in a good old fashioned scavenger hunt, especially if you're that loyal fan. It's like those little things reward you for being a fan, and I love that kind of that feeling of I appreciate it. Maybe the next guy might not, because he might not get it or he might not see it the first time, but it's like, you know what I mean? It's like you found something, you're appreciating something that not everybody will that not everybody will see the first time around or see in the same way the first time around. But if you do happen to get it, or in Abed's case, You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't really know what else to say about this episode, but I thought it was pretty funny, especially towards the end when we got the Dean Pelton cartoons. Shirley's still pregnant. Annie and Jeff look to, I don't know. They're at, I don't know. They're just Annie and Jeff at this point. We don't know really what's going to happen with them. I kind of do want to, I wish we saw more of the dioramas, because it feels like a lot of time has gone by, even though it really hasn't. Because we're already in the thick of it. This is towards the end of the season, so who knows what's about to happen. And I don't know how many episodes this season has. I know the first episode had 20, not first episode, first season had 25. So in regards to this season, I'm not going to look. So if I just happen to stumble upon the finale really soon, if this has 25 episodes, cool. But if it has like something like 22, if the next episode is the finale, I'll be like, oh shit. You know what I mean? That'll be kind of surprising, but I don't really know what else to say about this episode, but I'm interested in seeing where we go from here, because Shirley is still pregnant, and that's one of the big hooks from, man, I was like 10 episodes ago, when they were like, they brought in Malcolm Jamal Warner, right? The first time, and we kind of like kickstarted this whole storyline with Chang, and ever since then, Chang's been kind of like, but I enjoy Chang in roles like this, where he's just kind of like on the back burner. You know, being the comedy punching bag. I enjoy him in roles like that. But when he's like front and center, being his like goofball self, I'm just like, pass. But yeah, I think I'm just going to end it there. Really enjoyable episode though, nonetheless. We're just in a very interesting spot. And yeah, I'm just going to wrap it up there. Alright guys, so if you enjoyed my review, enjoyed my reaction, and you guys want to spend just a little bit more time with me, that option is available to you right now over on Patreon. Links are in the description down below, or pinned in the top comment. If you can't support me on Patreon, you can always support me here on YouTube. All you gotta do is drop a like, comment down below what you want to see me react to next, subscribe if you haven't already, it's free, and of course, share it with your friends. Helps you, helps me, helps the channel grow, all that good stuff. I'm gonna get out here, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode of Community as we get closer and closer to the end of the season, and we transition to season 4. Alright guys,